Hello everyone. Welcome to another video from the Creator Metaphysical Store. I want you guys to know that this is not to badmouth any particular company, that this video is strictly for educational purposes and my own experience. So one of the things I want to bring to people's attention is a site that looks, I just want to do this. Okay, perfect. It looks like this. I'm going to actually close this for a hot second. Okay. It should look like this. It should say on the front of it, it's backwards, but it should say Hallucinogens Online Store. Now, this company, I had reached out several times back in 2000, I think it was like 2022, 2021. No, it wasn't 2000, it was 2022. And I reached out several times in regards to this peyote cacti order, which was two different peyote cacti that I ordered from this company, because they said the minimum was at the time $100. So I reached out several times inquiring about the order and how I paid for shipping plus this, where is it at? No response. I reached out several times towards this company, and on the very rarest of occasions, I would get a response, but it would not be immediate. I asked several times for the mailing address for the company. I said, so how much can I be compensated, and what is the mailing address for the company? So I can write a complaint directly to the company's CEO about its poor customer service. I tried multiple times to inquire about this. And then basically she said, basically the same person, which I don't believe is the same person, says, basically brushes off the compensation, brushes off the incorporation about the mailing address, and instead says, please give us 2 weeks and you'll get your refund, full refund. Please get back to us on live chat so we can send your refund in 2 weeks. Are you saying that this is not a live chat? So it's like, it says we don't offer free shipping on orders less than 500. And I said, yes, I had to pay shipping, which was included in the price, which I lied, was actually $119 plus shipping. But regardless, I reached out to these people several times. Another interesting thing that I found out about this company is when you try to, for example, let's just say you're trying to click their locations, it takes you back up to the top of the home screen. It doesn't take you to their Instagram profile. It takes you immediately up to the top of their website. There have been times where I've tried to, if it's an example, it says Oak Street, Northeast Donald, Oregon, 89899, right? And I would click it, and it would say, alert, content is protected. So this is most likely was a fake store. If you find stores like this that look presentable, but when you click on certain things that says content is protected, or when you click on the different locations, it takes you back up to the center of the screen. Most likely you're on a website that is owned by probably the same people, just fishing and taking your money and not fulfilling your order. They haven't fulfilled my order at all, whatsoever. And yes, I did wanted to inquire about getting some peyote cacti because I wanted to grow it for my VOE community, the Vine of Enlightenment Church. And we use peyote and ayahuasca and other medicines that are sacred medicines that we use for our spiritual belief and practices, for our own healing, for our soul's healing. And so, like, it really frustrated me. I'm still trying to get a response out of them because I just started contacting. They said wait like 3 weeks or so. So I waited a good month and then I got really busy, so I didn't get a chance to respond. So I'm responding to them now. Other than that, we'll see how this goes. I am actually gonna event when I get the chance. I'm gonna um, reverse engineer the email address because I'm pretty sure it's connected to a porn website because I had this email look so familiar to me, and I believe it was connected to like one of these basically one of those porn advertisements of like a woman trying to be all sexy and take off their clothes. It was like one of those little ads. Which I'm not into that sort of stuff. I hate all the sexual porn industry because it doesn't really help you. It actually harms you because number one, there are all kinds of sexual succubi, incubi spirits all up in those videos. Number two, it doesn't fix the problem. Like we watch video just to get a little bit of like release and feel good, but yet you could feel good all the time if you stay in that constant vibration of love and light and good stuff. You could feel good when you're on cannabis. I mean, cannabis is not only a medicinal herb, but it helps you stay in that high vibrational state. Now, I unfortunately don't like to depend on different medicines. I like to use the medicines as a tool when I do need it, but I don't use it all the time. So, which is something that I've been working on doing and healing myself. Other than that, um, other than that, my experiences, there's one experience I recently had with Walmart. I actually made an order with them 3 separate times. One was an order for 2 different gold razor cards, but they were canceled. They were immediately canceled. Then I made an order for myself because I wanted to get some paint, some Mod Podge. I wanted to not only get that done, I also wanted to get some, like I said, some shavers, the totes, and everything that I was just talking about in my previous video. All of that was canceled. And I really needed to place that order because then I wanted to really start working on the garden, finish some art projects that I really needed to get done. And just to get it canceled, this is the third time I had to call them. And the person, she was very understanding. I mean, she was awesome. Whoever this lady was, she was awesome. She understood that $15 is not a lot. That's not like compensation. I got a coupon like for $15. So it was like very interesting. Excuse me. Yeah, it was very frustrating because I was gonna make this order and then do my Etsy order, which I don't think the Etsy is gonna be a big deal, but I just feel like either it's my something in me that's resisting this change because I find that if our brain or heart is trying to stay in a certain vibration, it tends to manifest things in your outer reality. For example, it manifested that the orders were canceled in order to try to get me very angry. And this is something I've noticed. It tried to get me really angry and frustrated, but in reality, even though I would say, God damn it, XYZ, and bang my fist, I wasn't really frustrated or angry. I just was more disappointed, and then I just stayed in this love vibration and stayed in a very understanding, very patient, very loving way. And so I think it just goes to show that my body is slowly. Earlier, if it was a previous version of me, yeah, I would have been angry. I wouldn't have been listening. But instead, this time around, I was very patient. I was very loving. I was very understanding, very kind and compassionate. So it's like I am changing. I am being reprogrammed. It's taking a hot minute, but overall, it is happening and it is working. So there's that. Hopefully, I have to wait 24 hours now for me to redo the order. So hopefully, this next time um it will go through. Hopefully, it will go through. I'm gonna wait a whole day now because I have to wait a whole day for it to be done. So I'm just gonna end up being follow their instructions. If it turns out to where tomorrow I get the same issue, I'm gonna call them again and be like, hey, the issue is not finished. You told me to wait a day. And I'll see if I can get some compensation for that because, like, again, that would be the fourth time that this has happened. Either that or my spirit guides are saying, don't spend the money, don't spend the money. But I don't think that would be their kind of vibe because they understood why. I've already explained to them what I'm be buying. I talk to them first to get their perspective, and I like to make sure that this is in my highest good. So when I make purchases, I try to make a plan on what this is going to be used for. What's like upstairs? I go upstairs and it's like, okay, I need this for this, and this. I need this for that. This device for this particular energy working for this particular outcome. So it's like I always have a plan, and I don't really like how the plan is getting interrupted. Now I can see how this is testing my patience, how this is testing my emotional boundaries a lot. I can definitely see how this is testing me emotionally and mentally for sure. So we'll see how this goes. And it's also testing, which I think is interesting, it's also testing my sense of control. Because I wanted it to go this way, and I realized that when I was saying I have a plan and I want it to go this way, but this is messing me up. So and again, it's also testing my control. So I'm just gonna let it go and be like, okay, whatever, let's just see how it goes. If it doesn't again, I'll just call them again. So with that being said, I'm just gonna let this happen, and if it turns out that I don't make the order, there's obviously a reason for it. So maybe they have a higher vibrational plan. Who knows? So it's very frustrating, but overall, I am going to shut off this live. I just wanted to record these experiences because I'm seeing the how the old me would have reacted, but now this is the current me, and I'm like, ooh, that was weird. And how it's been reacting in a very different, higher vibrational way, like loving and kind, compassionate, understanding, patient, less controlling. So it's really awesome, guys. I want you guys to know that you too can reprogram yourself if you. I just do it an hour a day, and then I also do it again at night where I just focus as I'm drifting off to sleep. I'm focusing that my brain is doing this. So it really helps, guys. I also put on different stuff, regular frequencies at night too. So anyway, with much love in my heart, I hope you guys aren't experiencing what seems to be a Mercury retrograde. I don't know if there is a Mercury retrograde or some sort of planetary retrograde going on. I think it was like Uranus and Mercury. They both really F up electronics. So I don't know if any of them are in retrograde. But if they are, I know Mercury is connected to Gemini, so it's really probably fucking with me. Plus, I had a new moon in Gemini the day before my birthday. It's like went through the 17th and the 18th, and I had my ayahuasca, so I must be really going through a lot of different shedding skins and stuff. It's awesome, guys. I hope yours isn't as chaotic as mine, though. I would definitely not wish it upon my enemy to go through these different trials unless they wanted to. So, anyway, kisses, loves, and hugs. I just want you to know that you're a beautiful, powerful warrior, shamans, healers. You're all that in a bag of chips. Talk to you later. Magical blessings to all of you.